It's now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Mr. Joseph Tong. Joseph was born and raised in the East Bay area in a home with two loving parents and a sister 7 years his junior. He is an economics major with aspirations to go on into finance. He admits he has grown to love UC Davis to the point he no longer takes routes around campus, but rather through campus in order to take it all in, knowing that it will now be shortly a thing of the past. He has spent most of his time at UC Davis playing music and singing songs with friends, being involved with Mustard Seed Ministry and on-campus Christian Club, and doing various internships, whether here in Davis, back home in the East Bay, or as far away as Beijing, China. Please help me welcome Joseph Tong to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Mangan. Good morning and welcome, chancellors, deans, and all the university staff and administration to the 2015 College of Letters and Science commencement ceremony. First of all, on behalf of my fellow graduating seniors here in this room, I'd like to express our gratitude to our faculty, our friends, and our families, without all of whose support we would not have made it to this very moment. Thank you. It feels like it wasn't long ago that I first moved into Davis. But as I revisit old memories from my first year as an Aggie, there has certainly been a lot that has changed. For example, my freshman year, in large part, was spent trying to make my way to classes without getting lost or run over by a texting biker, being embarrassed by the fact that I was now living in a town where even the county buses were reminding me that you only live once, and struggling almost every day to not let my freshman 15 balloon to become a freshman 50. There were also a lot of new things for me to explore, whether it be our homey downtown Davis, our peaceful arboretum, or events such as our annual picnic day, because what's not to love about being entertained by the less than sober students everywhere and waiting for liquid nitrogen ice cream in a line that lasts longer than a Kardashian marriage. Since then, much has changed. Each one of us has made lifelong friends who we've laughed and cried with, gotten a better idea of what goals we will pursue in the future, and just grown as people. I've certainly witnessed our student body undergo that growth through events such as our infamous Occupy incident, the unifying of diverse students to organize rallies for causes such as racial equality or global disasters, for which student clubs rose to the occasions to fundraise and send their support in any ways they could. I'd like to think that I've personally made some progress as well, and I'd like to share a few important philosophies that I've learned and will live by moving forward. First, what's gotten me through many of my college hardships has been a reminder to not take anything for granted. Because here's the thing. You may have your eyes set on a dream that you'd like to realize, with the hope that getting there will somehow complete you. But let me ask you this. When has that ever delivered on its promise? I love this one lesson I learned from an economics history class, and it says this. The world's wealth has grown exponentially over the past thousands of years, yet its levels of happiness and satisfaction have not. Mankind has grown from using sticks and stones as tools to now having electronic devices in our pockets with which we can summon pizzas to our doorsteps or take selfies to our heart's delight. The problem, as this lesson explained, was that we're too fixated on what we don't have, and thus what we do have, we're unsatisfied. I must admit, I'm still struggling to figure out exactly where I'm headed with my career. I finished my economics degree, with which I can pretty much do everything and nothing at the same time. But I haven't found the opportunity that I want to pursue quite yet. And a lot of nights this year, the unknowns of the future have kept me awake. Where am I headed in life? How am I going to keep up with all of my friends and their fancy new job titles? What if I can't find a company that's willing to hire me anytime soon? In those nights, I get by reminding myself of what I already have. Look around us. We've had an opportunity to receive an education from this prestigious university. We have people who have and will continue to love and support us. And for most of us, there are many other things that we easily overlook. Remember and cherish those things. Money and power alone won't make us any happier. Just ask any Dodger fan if you don't believe me. On the contrary, appreciation for our blessings will make overcoming the next hurdle that much easier. Second, never stop learning. Just because we are officially graduating and moving on from being students at UC Davis does not mean we are no longer students in and of this world. Life is one big, never-ending lesson, and no matter where we go from here, there is still much to learn. Third and finally, whatever you end up doing, do it with all your might. In the words of former President Teddy Roosevelt, nothing in the world is worth doing unless it means effort, pain, and difficulty. So don't run away from a good fight. You're not Floyd Mayweather, you're better than that. My fellow Aggies, I hope that each and every one of us will continue to strive to become a positive difference maker, whether in our own lives, the lives of our loved ones, or in the world. And with that in mind, I urge you to keep fighting this good fight. Congratulations, UC Davis class of 2015. We finally made it.